Tube University. Today I'm going to introduce you to a dope side hustle where you could start off by making $21 an hour, and it has to do with being a UPS personal driver, seasonal personal driver. You drive your own vehicle, you deliver packages similar to what you've seen of the Amazon Flex people and etc. I'm going to give you my honest review. Before we get started, let me start off by saying essentially it's pretty easy to get hired. I got hired in the same day, went online, filled out an application. They actually had a hiring event nearby, went to the hiring event, boom, they do your background check, everything. If you have a clean background, there essentially is no reason why you shouldn't be hired. They're not really looking for people who have experience. The only requirements is literally for you to have your own car, be able to drive, and have a clean background. So if you're looking for some quick cash or just to make some extra cash over the holiday season, then tap into this UPS personal seasonal driver. So that's number one. Number two, what we're going to get into right here, it is not as advertised. I'm going to be honest. So you're like, okay, so what's the catch? You mean I just drive and deliver packages for 8 hours a day? No, the number one catch is it's not 8 hours a day. It's more than that. So if you're looking to make more money, then great, boom. But if you're trying to do this gig and do another gig, that's not going to be possible, because what it is that they're going to demand of you is going to take at least 12 hours to finish, which didn't work for me and my lifestyle for what I wanted to do anyway. So I was just testing it out for you guys. Number three. This is a disclaimer that they're not going to tell you, but I'm giving you my perspective, and it represents me and maybe other people who look like me and have experienced similar things. If you are a black person delivering in a predominantly non-multicultural environment or affluent neighborhood, this might not be the job for you. Why? Because you may be feeling unsafe. And I'll give you examples as to why. Mind you, I grew up in this particular neighborhood. I am from this particular neighborhood. So I have a certain expertise. Where we're at is considered suburbia. It's a high affluential. I think the median income over here, household income, is at least 6 figures, if not more, right? So that gives you some type of perspective. Mind you, I grew up out here and I went to schools out here. Overall, I would say that overwhelmingly, majority of the people are very accepting, cool, etc. What I experienced during the 3 days that I was delivering as a personal seasonal driver was pure and blatant racism, for lack of better words, right? Like, for lack of better words. Mind you, if you see in the videos that what I have on is I have my UPS vest on. I'm in at this point I was in a loaner car because my car was getting fixed, but it's a nice car. It's a Jeep, right? And when I step outside and I clearly have a package in hand and I'm walking up, every single time that I had a package in hand and I was walking up, we're talking about in broad daylight, because I refused to deliver at night because I felt unsafe, I was getting not only dirty looks, that's one thing, right? But people would literally turn around, go inside their house, and lock the door. So please tell me, with me, I'm very unassuming, very unintimidating, holding a package, clearly what a UPS vest on is doing to you. Please tell me. Because I'm not doing anything besides delivering a package, right? So why are you so afraid? Well, the only other reason I can think of is because of the color of my skin. So in my head, I was like, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm being hypersensitive or whatever. I asked 2 of my other African-American co-workers who were personal drivers who had just started, right, at the time, what their experience was. The first day for one of my African-American co-workers, the police got called home. The first day. For what? No reason other than being black. So this is things that they're not going to tell you, and it's not going to be in training. If you're in a multicultural area, I don't know that you're going to have the same experience. The only thing I can speak on is my experience of what it is that I witnessed. If you're black and you're living and you're delivering in suburbia in a predominantly white neighborhood, it might not be the safest job for you. So much to the point where I literally quit because of my safety concerns. 2, there's no methodology, there's nothing whatsoever in the chain of command that tells you how to deal with this situation. Me as a human being, I know how to deal with the situation, is remove myself from the situation, right? There's that part. The other thing I experienced was absolutely poor management. It is a free-for-all. They literally just throw you out there to, well, there's no reason why on day 2 I was training somebody else when I only had 4 hours of work the day prior. The management in the chain of command is so poor, piss poor when it comes to communications. That's what I experienced. I don't know that represents the entire of the UPS, but what I represented was piss poor communication, piss poor management, and it starts at the top. There's literally like, there's dang near no instruction. It's get there, get some boxes. Not only that, it's very unorganized. You think that they would have some type of a system in place for making sure that our packages that we take out are delivered and organized. And although they claim they have a system, that system is not in place, and it's a hot mess. They want you to deliver your first package by 9 a.m., but the first package doesn't even get to the pickup spot to that time. So it's literally impossible. And then on top of that, they say that they're going to ease you into boxes. On your training day, I had about 40 boxes. The next day, I had 100 boxes to deliver. That's not easing anybody. And the reason is because they're understaffed, right? They have a high amount of volume, and they don't want to pay people more money, because they really should be paying people more money, and they should be hiring more people, which is why they have a high turnover rate. But saying to say, that is my ultimate review. Before I get into too much, I do want you guys to check out kind of like my day-to-day of what took place. If you're interested in other side hustles, if you're interested in learning how to create passive income, that is getting out of the rat race of exchanging time for money, then make sure you click the link in the bios. Check out the courses that I have, because I can help you generate thousands of dollars. Just tap in, right? Just tap in. I'm here to bless people. I'm here to help people. We'll talk in a second. All right, people, so it is day 2 of me being a UPS seasonal personal driver. Showing you guys about my side hustle. And the day starts pretty early. We're not that early. I'll take it back. It's 8:30. We're here at a U-Haul center, right? And so this is actually not that far from my house. I guess I've been blessed. And you start here, and if you see in U-Haul, and essentially they're unloading into the U-Haul, and then I take those packages and use my handy dandy UPS phone, right, that has everything for me to log in and scan, and then I take those packages and then I get put on a route, and that route is typically in the same area, and it's all organized to where it makes sense. And so yesterday was my first day. It took me about 3 days, or 3 days, wow, 3 hours to finish the route. We'll see how long it takes me today. And so at least that's what I noticed was kind of the catch, is just how long it takes to finish certain things or whatever, or how many hours that you get. And so it is $21 an hour, but I guess the question is, how many hours are you going to actually do? We'll see today. All right, so this is how filled my car is, which I probably overdid it, but yep, second trip, let's go. All right, guys, so once you get the boxes in your car, you have a list, right? A list, boom. There's a number on the box. Like this one is 6492, right? You go over here, like, okay, 6492, boom. Click it. It's taking forever because it's a little bit of Android. And then you drive to it, boom. You make it here. Boom. You walk all the way freaking up to the steps. Unless there's other directions about like signing off, etc. If so, it'll tell you on the app. Sit it down. Go back to the vehicle. Back to the vehicle. Now, grab our handy dandy phone. Boom. And we made it here. Start. There you go. It's only one package. Click the button. There you go. Private home. Boom. Front door. Boom. Stop complete. Boom. Now, I'm gonna go to the back. Usually I have it looked up, but I didn't. Okay. We're once we empty the packages, obviously we go back to the storage unit and load up again. 6533, that's where we're going next. Alright, once I empty the van, which will be in a second, I gotta go back and get more. I have about 100 packages on my list for the day, so we'll see how long it takes. I clocked in at 8:30, but I honestly didn't get on the road till like 9:30, and that's because the delivery for UPS was slow getting my packages loaded into the unit. Once we get back to the unit, I'll show you that as well. We'll see how long it takes me. It's already 10:45 and I'm still on my first like pickup. So there's that. But yeah, so far so good. It's easy. It's just, I guess you say, time consuming. We'll see how many hours I clock in today. Alright, so this is how filled up my car is after leaving storage. And I still have this many boxes left and one row of that left. That part. Long day.